Hello, and welcome once again to another episode of Third Action. I'm your lovely host, Jason, and these are the same three loose arrows that were here last week. In the bottom left, we have Asher Ford, Human Ranger, played by Char.
I almost said it's the first day of March, but it's not. It's still February. 2 more days. Let's go.
It might be the first day of March if you're
excited, though.
Watching this late. In the bottom middle, we have Greshy Ironroot, Dwarven Druid, played by... No, fuck! You're not Dwarven. You're half-fling. I knew I'd mess it up someday. Greshy Ironroot,
I'm still dwarfish heart.
Played by Will.
Is me, mostly, kind of.
Yeah.
I'm here.
And in the bottom right, we have Gunn, Shough, Human Champion of Erastil, played by Adam.
Upside down castle at the top of the stairs where we riot.
All right. Well, whether or not those wishes come true, we'll hopefully find out today. So, last time on Third Action, our group of intrepid adventurers made contact with some strange spider-like creatures from beyond the Nightmare Vale, who informed you about a strange time travel device that Karzug's associates, the denizens of the Nightmare Realm, seem to have been working on in his absence. The Nightmare Spiders would like you to delete those denizens and to destroy the machine that they've been working on before Karzug returns. And they have explained to you that part of what this device is capable of doing is bringing Karzug's army back or forward in time from the past in some manner, which seems like a bad thing. And they've told you that it is somewhere within the Pinnacle of Avarice at the top of the mountain. So, with your daily preparations complete on this Oath Day Abadius the 31st, the final day of Abadius of this year, you march your way up the remainder of the secret tunnel, through the mountain, secret tunnel, and find some big towers near the summit. You look into one of them, seems to be perhaps one of the Lamia's lairs, or perhaps a place where many Lamias had been using. You're not sure. But ignoring that, you decided to take the Golden Road up the remainder of the summit up the remainder of the peak to the summit, where you are confronted with the actual hard edge of the barrier. You've not tried to touch it or anything yet. You've taken a good step back away from it, sensing that you're getting oncoming headaches. You've decided to have Asher attempt to shoot the barrier first thing. So that is where we are picking up today. So Asher the Archer. You pull back on your bowstring, knock the arrow, let it fly. It swirls in the air. The arrow begins to glow, kind of bright white color, and shimmers as it hurtles through the air, and it makes contact with the barrier. It's almost kind of like drilling itself in. The arrow was like spinning midair, hits the barrier, pauses for just a brief moment as it's like kind of piercing through, and then flies right just through whatever this veil is. There's like a kind of rippling effect on the wall. I say wall, but it's like a kind of spherical dome over this whole building. The wall ripples. Nothing seems to happen afterwards.
The arrow made it through.
The arrow thuds in the snow just beyond the barrier.
There it is.
Greshy's going to take the bag that has Phelan in it, put it down, and is going to then attempt to step through the barrier and see what his reaction is.
Hold on. Try just touching it first. Try with a hand instead of
Oh
a
God! The
face.
last time I touched something with my hand, a horrible angel came out and tried to blind us.
You know, I respect what Gunn says, and Greshy does pause for a moment, and then he still attempts to push through face first. Well,
Okay.
body first.
You pause, look back at Gunn, and then slowly start to step forward anyway, and press your way through the barrier. There's a little bit of resistance at first, as if you're, I don't know, like pushing through like a soap bubble. But then it kind of gives way and passes through you, and you end up on the other side. Once you're there, your head just starts to throb. You can feel the headache getting worse, significantly worse.
So it's a growing effect, though it's not immediately walking through suddenly
fall down.
Correct.
falling dead sort of thing. Okay. I'm going to step back out of the barrier then, if it allows me to see if the effect, if it starts to fade at all.
Yeah, you step back through the barrier to the other side, and the headache it's slowly diminishing, but it's the increase in headache pain or head pain was faster than the decrease in head pain coming out.
Decreases, so it takes longer for it to come down. And judging by, I don't know if this would be a medicine check or an arcana check necessarily, judging by the reaction I was getting to that effect, do I think it would be debilitating if I let it go on long enough? Or is it something where perhaps through perseverance I could power through it?
How long did you stay on the other side? Is this just like you step through, see that it worked, then immediately turned around and step back?
No, it would have been a number of seconds to start feeling the effect start to build. It would have been noticing that it was a stronger pain, and then as it started to build even greater and greater. So if it's per round, it would, let's say 3 rounds. If it's per minute, 3 minutes or so.
Okay. I mean, you could do it per...
Really, is in terms of time.
I guess just give me an amount of time that you want. It could be in seconds, it can be in minutes, how much you want.
Let's call it 30 seconds then. We'll say 30 seconds, and then depending on how much it affected him, he might have stepped out right away or...
So yeah, you start to feel it build up. It's definitely getting worse. It feels like just an intense wave of pressure is kind of like crushing your skull. And after 30 seconds, you feel like it's going to start hurting real bad. So you turn and you step back out.
Okay. So fairly constant sort of effect.
Greshy didn't
And it
die.
takes about a minute for it
Which
to
is
come
good.
back down to the base level that it was.
About
outside
where it
of
was.
Yeah.
Right. So it takes twice as long as to decrease in effectiveness. It would be very painful for us to be in there, Gunn.
Does this mean that it didn't work? Or does the fact that we can enter at all mean that it did something? Because we didn't try entering before shooting.
That's true. I'm not sure what effect it did. It seemed to kind of just go through. It might.
Yeah, like
I mean, Asher, if you don't have to be quite as gung-ho as I was, but if you want to give it a shot and see if it starts to affect you while you're wielding your bow there.
Well, Greshy didn't seem to die, so Asher will try to walk into the bubble.
Okay. As you're walking towards the bubble, your Viere, your bow, begins to rattle and vibrate. If you're holding it, it's vibrating in your hand. If you've got it sheathed, it's then rattling on your back. Looks like you're holding it.
Yeah, I'm holding.
Okay. And once you pass through, the bow starts to just emit a very soft white glow. And you don't feel any different.
Hey, look. I
I'll
feel pretty good.
gonna hold up Remedy and step through next to Asher, but a little ways away.
Like
Okay.
10 feet away or so?
Yeah.
You hold up Remedy, and it doesn't seem to be glowing or vibrating or anything like that. Certainly not to the degree that Asher's weapon was. You step through, and you can feel immediately headache starting to get worse.
I'm gonna slide over next to Asher and like put a hand on his shoulder. And if that doesn't work, I'll try and touch the top of the bow directly.
Okay. Yeah, you try to touch Asher, then you try to touch the bow, but you're not feeling any relief.
None of those?
Well, it's not your bow.
No, but the effect doesn't extend around him in any way.
Doesn't seem to.
I'll step back out again.
Okay. You step back out after about 40 seconds of pondering it. It's getting kind of hard to ponder, actually, with all the pain in your head. You step back out of the barrier. Look at Asher on the other side.
I look out of the bubble.
Yeah, you can
Well-
see just fine on the other side of the bubble.
Yeah.
I mean, on both
Guess
sides.
we
It's just
have
like
a
a
couple
slightly
options.
greenish, translucent series of like kind of hexagon
Mhm.
plating.
We
I
can try to deal with whatever this is going to do. Or we can send Asher to scout.
I'm actually curious. In the bubble, is there more air in the bubble, or is it still like no air here, really? Like the rest of the mountain?
You could try taking off your breather. You can't really tell with that
Yeah.
on.
Well, yeah, that's what I assume. I would just be like,
Okay, you remove the breather and take in a deep breath, and you kind of wheeze back out. You're not really getting much air.
And back on.
okay, so not
This
here.
bubble sucks.
I think this bubble is just to keep people like us out. Which Greshy will take the bag that has Phelan in it, put it back on as a knapsack in front. And we'll go instead to his other bag and retrieve the ring that he still has. That has a very Sahedrin-ish mark on the top of it.
Okay, you pull it out. It glints in the dim light. Oh, not dim light, but overcast light.
Do
I
we
believe it's
think
currently
he can
11:31 a.m.
see us? Or when we were wearing the mark, was it that he was looking through our eyes as well as using our voices, or was it more of
There
like
was-
a scry effect? Do you think?
Seemed like a scry that was also escalating into some level of control.
Did it? I mean, I guess if I think back on the effects, did it seem that he had knowledge of when we were in the? He was talking to us primarily when we found out that he was using the Sahedrins, or that he had that connection to Sahedrins. We were in that shrine to Lasala. Does we remember if he was talking about anything we saw recently, or what was he really just talking to us about what we saw there? And what we were talking about there.
I think it was just there, but he also probably used that information to send those big blood spiders after us. That or we just got spotted at the same time. Could be coincidence.
Fair enough that it's not. I think our best bet for getting in is to risk it
Yeah, you
and
might
just
be right.
know that they're gonna know we're coming. Might be able to go a minute without wearing it if we want to try that, but maybe a minute. 30 seconds enough was pretty painful and was escalating.
Mhm.
Greshy's going to put the ring on.
Okay. You slip the ring on, and there's kind of like a what's the word? There's like a. It's almost like you've just taken like a small shot of caffeine. You feel like slightly energized, and you're suddenly prompted to kind of like breathe in deeply, and you feel your lungs fill with air. It feels like,
And if I take the mask off,
yeah, if you remove the mask, you seem to still be breathing just totally fine.
would have made this a bit easier getting up here if I'd known that, but I think he knows we're here, so I'm going to step through the barrier if I hadn't.
Yeah,
already
if he
stepped
doesn't
through
know
it.
we're here now, then
Okay. You
doesn't
step
have
through the
anything.
barrier, and the kind of mild headache you had a moment ago is starting to decay and get weaker and weaker.
All right. It is working.
I'm gonna keep one of those handy, but I'm gonna try and go without it for a while.
Actually, put the ring into my person. There we go.
It should give you a +3 status bonus to all saves as well.
Well, I have a status bonus on the armor that I have, so.
Okay.
But it's fine. Or some sort of bonus from the armor. I don't think it
Yeah.
stacks.
It does not. It's an item bonus. Sorry, if I said status, I meant
It's
item.
not even bonus ally. Yeah, item, and that's absolutely expected. It's all fine, but also it has the false life and the gentle repose effect, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Wow.
yeah.
So currently, Greshy and Asher are standing on the interior of the barrier, and Gunn is standing on the outside.
Can I just fly up? This thing is a tower, which is open except for the top, and the dome covers the tower, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, the dome covers the entire building, so it's, yeah, one
Building.
big tower, and but it's basically looks like a big lollipop sticking out of the snow, and the dome covers the entire.
Are there any rooms at the bottom?
You only can you even, I guess if you kind of walk around the exterior, you can kind of make out through the green pillars there seems to be one set of double doors at the base, but you don't see anything that looks like windows or anything like that, at least along the central kind of pillar. You're not sure
I
about
hope there's
all the
an
way up.
elevator.
You can't really see
And the
sides
stairs
of
are
the
wrapped around that pillar.
building.
The stairs are wrapped around that pillar, not.
Yeah, but the stairs are
blocked off.
enclosed. Yeah.
How about you two start climbing the stairs, and I'll track you from out here. I'll be ready to rush in.
You won't be able to see them inside the stairs. Like, the entire staircase is enclosed, like fully enclosed. You can't see it.
Oh,
It just
Oh,
looks
that's-
like Yeah, it just
But
looks
it
like
wraps
some
around
kind
kind
of,
of like a ribbon.
yeah, you can see that it is some kind of ramp or staircase, or yeah, it looks like a ribbon that's wrapped around this jade central pillar.
Okay, I didn't understand that correctly. Then I thought it was open
No,
with no actual cover.
no, it is fully
Alright.
enclosed. There seems to be, and basically the only entryway is the doors into that ramp.
All right. Well, let's just try to go then.
All right. Stick next to me in case something happens while you. Are you wearing the ring now as well, or?
No.
Okay. So yeah, stick next to me, so just in case.
But I do
I guess
have it.
really I'll just make sure I'm paced with you.
I'll
Is
hold one of them in my
somebody
hand.
holding all of the rings? I don't have a ring in my inventory.
So I used one to create a rune at some point, if I recall correctly. And I have one, and
Okay.
Gunn has one.
I should have one. I'm not finding it in my inventory, but you can pass me one. Should be in
Who
one
knows
of my
where it's
bags
at.
here.
But
Like,
Yes, you
collected
certainly
a
should
fair-
have
we should have 4 or 5,
at
I
least
think.
4. I think you have 4.
So I'm like, if
I
someone
think we
has
have
an
4, and I
extra,
believe
I'll
I
take
think we had 4, and I used one for some sort of crafting, so I ended up
Mhm.
losing it. So we
Or
have 3
5, and
total.
I think it was 5, and then now
Maybe
we have 4.
Maybe I know we lost 1 total, but we should have enough for everybody here.
So I'll take it as a backup in case my breather thing explodes. Very scared about that.
Okay.
Well, I don't have more than 1 for some reason, but anyway.
But yeah, I'm just going to try stealing myself against the effect. And
Okay.
see
so
how far I
you
can get doing that.
just take a deep breath.
They're in the
And
stash, you guys.
Walk through. Oh, they're in the-
stash.
They're in the party stash. It's an under party. It's the very bottom one. There's
Ah.
three rings in there. The ones we were missing.
Go ahead and take those then. Whoever's taking them.
All right. No. 1 for each of you.
I see.
Alternatively, I could give them to you.
I believe I've
Someone's
grabbed
of
one.
them?
Oh,
All right.
there. Alright, taking it.
You got one as well.
Do I wish to move not to? I don't want to.
Well, just
Yeah, you
take
can just
both.
set it to 1.
There we go. One.
Either way. There he goes.
Okay. And
All
then
right,
who's
There
taking
it
the
goes.
last one?
Alright.
Okay,
I got
someone took
it.
the last
I'll
one.
just
Cool.
shove it in the knapsack.
All right. So Greshy has
Hooray.
2. Each of the others have 1. Okay. Cool. So, Gunn, you said you're just you're fishing for the ring. Oh, I guess you were handing out the rings after you do a little bit of, let's say you spend like 5 minutes trying to figure out where did the rings go, realize they were stuck in somebody's bag, and fish them out of like a weird little pocket. They're covered with like potato chip crumbs or something, I don't know. And you dust them off and pass them out. Okay, so now each of you has one. Asher and Gunn, you're just putting them like in a pouch or a pocket on your person. I presume is what it sounds like. Having them close at hand, so it's
Yep.
only 1 action to draw instead of multiple to dig through your bags. Cool. All right. So with that, Greshy and Asher, you pass back through the barrier. Gunn, you step through. All right. You
Yep.
feel the pain coming on, but nonetheless, you
Walk forward and
walk forward.
See how-
Okay.
see what happens.
All right. You
Towards this door.
start to walk forward towards the central pillar, the kind of ramp entrance. And after, let's see, where's my? It's 2. Sorry, making me roll things. Okay. That's probably it. Let's see. No. Goddamn.
I think
Alright.
I've lost track of the final ability that you sent me the text for.
Of what? Oh, it
Remedy.
should be in Discord. I also put it in your...
Where
It
in
should be in
Discord?
your character sheet. In private messages.
That might be it. It says as
yeah,
an ability.
free actions, I think, or at least I got mine as free actions. So
It might be under actions. Yeah, that's probably where I'm
Mhm.
failing to look.
Okay, sorry, I'm just having to pre-roll some dice.
Yes, that's the one.
Oh,
I've found it now.
fuck.
Well.
Yeah. Okay. Alright.
Trying to. Oh, there we go. Read it.
Okay, so it takes you like 3 minutes to walk up to the entryway. Let me find the pillar. How are you guys walking? What? Any particular order? I guess you don't have rock.
I'm going
or
to be
Phelan
within
with you.
5 feet of Gunn. And yes, Phelan would be just in my bag still.
Yeah, we'll stay together. We'll keep the pets away because we don't have any protection from them from the air.
All right.
Lack of air.
So you guys are just kind of walking side by side.
Yeah, and I guess standard, ready approach, weapon out, shield out.
Okay. In that case, let me activate and switch scenes.
Oh,
Okay.
Glowing pillars, of course.
So you guys start to approach the jade pillars that surround the underside of this building. If you look straight up, you can see up above you is the massive kind of dome structure on top of the tower. But up ahead, I seem to have turned off one of these lights, or one of the lights doesn't work. But up ahead, there is a
Stupid little tower has
brief-
broken lights.
there's a brief staircase that goes up about 10 feet to a set of double doors at the base of the tower, which seems to be the kind of start of the ramp that then starts to kind of spiral, I guess clockwise from this direction up the tower. So yeah, you guys have spent like 3 minutes walking to get over here. So what do you do?
So for what it's worth, I have status on Gunn. How is he doing in these 3 minutes that we've been walking through this field?
He seems to be okay. About once every minute, there's like, you can tell that there's something, like he like stops or like pauses, has like a brief moment of like shortness of breath, even though he's using the breather. He like blinks hard, but it seems okay. Nothing untoward has happened yet.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm checking on him because I know that he's dealing with this, but otherwise, follow his lead.
Maybe whatever the source of this field is can be destroyed.
Sure hope so. Asher's arrow went through the field fine, so it should destroy it if we can find out what causes
Right,
it.
so did all of us.
There's another pulse of pain, but you seem fine, Gunn.
Try and figure out what this field is using my library.
Oh,
I
You
have my
could.
+1 library. I'm sure this will go over well. I'm very good at magic. I Here's my stupid library.
You know, I suppose
it's
we
a
could have asked the
plus.
Anathema Archive if I kept it.
Give me 1 second. Alright. Where'd it go?
Asher decides to resummon the array of books and starts picking out from them as you guys are standing, like a couple hundred feet, like about 180 feet from the tower entrance.
Pocket. Level
There's another
3.
pulse of pain gun, but you seem fine.
+2. Yes.
Holding out so far.
No, it's +3. Alright. What would be my knowledge check for this?
Arcana. You're trying to identify the field.
Yeah. What is this field?
Magic effect.
I have. Let's see. Dun 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 dun. +3 from my library.
Could I assist or aid Asher at all in attempting to put together what information I have in terms of how it's affected me and Gunn, for that matter? Figure out what it is.
Sure. Yeah, why not? Yeah, it can be Arcana or it could be any magical tradition, I suppose. Since it's just an
I'll-
aid.
My +6 points.
So let me.
Oh,
I
you're
wanna
using
know
your
what
6
it
trap
is.
points? Okay.
Yeah, and I want to
Alright.
wait.
So
to
let
see
me-
what Greshy gives me.
This is a 48 to aid
There's another pulse
at
of
expert
pain,
level,
but
if that matters.
Gunn, you seem fine. Yes, that is it's a critically successful aid from Greshy. At expert level, that's still just a
I think it's just +2 still.
2? Okay. So that makes Asher did not include the bonus of 49 plus the 6
Oh, I didn't roll
from
it
chat.
yet.
That's
Okay, I
a
didn't
strike
roll it
from
yet.
Oh, that's a strike. That's a strike. I'm not
I didn't
looking at
roll it yet.
anything. I'm done.
Yeah, so strike.
Okay.
That's fine.
You're so excited.
Um,
Asher was being patient, waiting.
it's a
Oh.
40.
Yeah, plus points.
You have a hero
Yep.
point if you want.
Okay.
I'm too
Um,
scared to use my hero point for this.
Okay.
I want it later.
Probably a good idea.
That's fair.
Maybe
Uh,
40 is enough. I don't know.
No, that is exactly enough. If that...
It does include the aid. Okay.
With the aid, that is exactly enough. You're fishing through this book for a minute, trying to see if there's anything of interest. Your Greshy is offering check this section. Maybe there's something there. You're just looking through various abjurations, and you're able to find something that, or some records of some similar sorts of protective barriers. These barriers, commonly called occlusion fields, offer basically complete protection against one's enemies. They prevent teleporting, or they prevent lots of basically teleportation effects, especially into the. They completely prevent any teleportation into the field, and they also fully protect against any scrying effects, divination effects into the field, as well as they disrupt scrying effects inside the field. Outside the field, they have a chance of disrupting in some radius, depending on the size and strength of the field itself. They have a chance of disrupting those same effects, as just kind of a side effect of just this powerful abjuration magic. The only real way to bypass one of these barriers, which is part of why this is a very powerful or useful thing, is that you have to be attuned to it in some way. Usually this attunement involves some kind of particular magical signature or resonance or something. Here it's obviously being managed with the Sahedron rings. Your guess and understanding, based on this brief reading, is that Asher's weapon is specifically conjured against. It's kind of like a blind spot, like a very specific blind spot in Karzug's defenses, and thus it can just completely evade at least this, whatever this like repellent effect is. But the repellent effect is going to just keep pulsing waves of pain that will get stronger and stronger and stronger until you either die or leave.
Okay.
And with that said, that's about the
This
time.
sounds slightly familiar. I have one. Greshy, do you still have the Quicksilver from the... What was that material called? That we recovered from the pool.
The wizard liquid anti-magic.
Yeah, that's the one. The anti-magic Quicksilver.
I'm muted. I only had enough to work on the weapons with. I don't have any spare.
Oh, we didn't... We used it? In
There
the
was only
crafting
so much in
process?
Aye, that was part of making the weapons, the Runeforged weapons.
I thought we had extra. I didn't recall using that specifically. Oh well.
We have first stones, which do strange things, but I don't know what you're looking for here.
Well, I was just thinking that stuff counteracts a lot of
Gunn, you take 18 points of mental damage.
ugh.
All right.
Yeah, we'll be all right. Let's go a little closer. Keep going. If we need to put the ring on, I'll put the ring on, but not until then.
Just following alongside of you.
Walking until I'm told not to walk.
Yep. Let's,
Or I get to the stairs.
Sure, yeah. You guys trudge your way through the snow until you
We're just
reach
pacing.
the stairs. The railing is decorated with these like golden orbs that are radiating some brilliant light. They're very shiny. The front doors themselves are made of some kind of silver encrusted with gems. I say some kind of silver. They're made of silver.
Interesting. That's a bit gaudy, but not to be terribly surprising here. Do we knock or just walk in?
I would just walk in. Do we want to be polite?
Gunn, you take 108 points of mental damage.
Oh, my
okay. Put the ring on.
goodness. That wasn't so bad at first.
You got a very low roll and then a very high roll on the damage.
Oh, that's
Okay,
a
let's
swing.
stop for a moment. I'm going to have to put that ring on. We won't make it
Jeez.
at this rate.
Kid, none of it's
Hold
hurting
on.
that much.
We could use hold on. You can use hero points or stuff against secret rolls, and you get asked if you want to because it's a bad thing is about to happen. Or is that not? It's fine.
I mean, this was the damage on it.
if you'd
You're
like
gonna
to,
keep
you
rolling
could.
for damage.
I would let you hero point the last roll, and you can open roll it.
It's fine. We're going to take some mental damage, so 108 and 18, I think.
Mhm.
That sounds right.
So,
It wasn't too bad for the first one, and then just
yeah, that
what's more for the second.
ramped up pretty fast.
Yikes!
Oh, actually, sorry. You don't take the
spiders
18.
don't like
The 18. You succeeded, which was a critical success. I forgot about Juggernaut for that one.
Okay, so nothing at all, and then
And then suddenly
Bam,
108.
108.
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
yeah.
Just racking pain throughout your body. Fun.
okay. Well, that indicates to me that if I don't put this on, I could fall over dead at any moment. Just like without much, warning.
Yeah.
So I guess that's what we do.
The
They
book
seem to
did
be
say
pretty
until you
regular.
tire leave.
Yeah. I mean, they seem to be pretty
Pulses?
regular pulses, like about once a minute is what it seems like.
If I keep time, could I put it on, take it off once a minute?
Do you
Actually,
have some
that's a good
ability
question.
with which to keep time?
That's a good question. Do we, in fact, need to attune these things to gain the benefit?
I actually had an attunement slot open today. That's the only reason I was able to, but I did.
Let me actually double check. I don't remember if I made it an attunement item.
Is that the right
Items
word?
worked differently.
Oh, it is invested.
Invested.
Basted.
It is invested for the save effect and for the air bubble, etc. Free air bubble. You don't know if it needs investment for. Actually, Greshy might know. You did just put the ring on briefly, and before bothering to like focus and invest your magical energies into it. Well, sure. I'll just give you that. Yes, you don't need to invest for the protection.
All right.
It's
you
all
can
the
just wear it. You
bonus
don't have to
effects.
invest it, but
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
which is fine.
All right, I'll do that for now.
Okay. You start to feel another pulse of pain coming on, but decide to pull out the ring from your pocket and slip it on before the next pulse of energy hits you. And it seems like it's abated.
Yeah. Just count out the seconds, I suppose.
That's a possibility. But for now, I'll just leave it on. It's going to have you a hard time keeping track of that, and the consequences could be pretty disastrous if you miss it by, one.
Let's go inside, I suppose.
Okay. Asher, you make your
I'll
way
listen
up to the door.
at the door, actually.
Okay.
Do I hear anything on the other side of the door?
Give me a secret perception check. A blind one.
It is not a scene check. Whee!
Okay. You listen carefully at the door. It's a pretty thick and heavy door, but there doesn't you don't hear any vibrations or anything on the other side. Seems like it's quiet in there.
Try and open the door slowly, or if it's locked, not open it. Oh
Oops.
God! What a sound!
Sorry,
Ooh, it's
so
nice
you
inside.
pull the two doors open and reveal a nice little stone chamber with a I forget what you like a runner carpet across the floor, leading up a stone ramp around the corner to, I guess, your left, running seemingly
This
clockwise around the
seems very
tower.
Lovely.
There's a brazier up near the ceiling of this ramp that's giving off some nice light for the room.
Putting my true perception out here. Anything look funky? Or does it just look like a nice
No, just looks like a ramp.
Oh, I've closed the door. I'll walk in.
Okay. You step into the. This front area is not supposed to be so dark since the door is open, but whatever. I think all of you can see. You have dark vision. Okay. You step into the tower, onto the soft plush carpet. It actually has a nice give to it when you step in, and you actually your skin, which had been bristling with the cold from the outside, starts to feel a lot warmer.
Oh, how nice.
Greshy closes the doors behind you.
Keeping the cold out.
And as you step a bit further in,
Are these doors lockable at all?
you don't see anything in as far as locks go. They basically just have two big horizontal bar handles on both sides.
Fair enough.
Is there anything medicine can do against a mental damage? Does it work?
I mean, I can heal you for just trying to bandage you up. It just takes me some time. Want to get out of the cold before we did any sort of thing like that, but we could do so now if you feel comfortable taking 10 minutes. I was hoping to lock these doors, but they don't seem to.
Yeah, mental damage is just damage. I just say mental in case you had some ability that blocks mental damage or something.
Right. Unfortunately,
He can
Not
give you some
really.
aspirin.
but yeah, that'd be the way to go, I think.
Well, let's. You see anything up ahead, Asher?
Go look.
You can go camp in this corner here.
Well, I think I'll just go ahead and use a focus point, and that way, if we have a chance to rest later, we can do medicine and
That sounds
So,
good, actually. Then we'll keep
that'll
going
get
for
me
now,
back.
and then find a place to break later on.
yeah, that'll
Okay.
get me back 60.
So yeah, you do a quick lay on hands on your chest, recovering 60 HP, and then start to catch up with Asher. So as you guys are making your way through here, what's your any particular exploration activities?
Oh, we have those.
Yes, you have those. I can read them out for
On
you
guard
again.
or whatever.
On guard or defending, I think lets you start combat with your shield already raised. Scouting lets you give everyone a +1 to their initiative. Obviously, there's like detecting magic if you're gonna search for keep pulsing out and detect magics. Avoid notice if you would like to use stealth for initiative, and potentially not be noticed. Those are the kind of basic ones. There's hustle if you want to just
is it
run.
fairly warm in here, would you say?
Yeah, it's fairly warm in here. Quite a bit warm. It's warmer
Like,
than
it's been-
you've experienced in a while. It feels
So it's
like
almost like it's climate controlled in here.
yes.
Is it... Gunn, could you... you haven't attuned to the ring, I believe, so if you... Would you mind checking the air? See even if we have any?
Sure. I'll take the breather off and
Yeah, you pull
See
the
if there's
breather
air
down
in here.
to your neck and take in a breath, and yeah, the air feels actually quite refreshing. Seems like this place
okay.
has
Yeah, there's normal air in here.
air
As
conditioning.
you say, climate control.
Seems to be somewhat controlled to give us a nice climate. Well,
We don't have to
I'll...
scream.
I think I'm
Does-
just going to try and either investigate or avoid notice, really. Sneak
Yeah.
along.
Does having an always-on detect magic affect what I would need? Because I wouldn't need to stop to cast it every so often. Could I just see what, like, investigate and also gain the benefit of seeing that way?
Yeah, I mean that would be just that would be a seek, I think, or not seek. What's the search? Search is like explicitly looking for like hidden stuff. So it'd allow you to search and detect magic at the same time if you want it.
I think I'll do that.
We can just scout.
Well, if you search and detect magic and Asher scouts, I'll investigate and see if there's anything in here that will give us more information on what Karzuk's up to.
Okay. So you guys are all moving at roughly half speed, just carefully making your way through as you go. Okay. So you can kind of start
Half
moving.
speed is not going to take us too long to get through.
No, not really. So in this case, it's totally fine. So Asher is keeping up ahead, scouting, and pause. Halt.
Oh.
Good catch.
Okay, so as you're making your way
Hey.
around the corner, Asher, you are the first to notice them. There are two, I guess, large-sized creatures, massive humanoids with kind of pale gray skin, each of them wielding warhammers just around the corner. Yeah, you guys, let's go ahead and roll initiative as Asher notices them before
Found them.
they do anything. And you guys get +1 to your initiatives.
Oh, excellent. So I guess
Thanks to
mine's a
Scout.
45.
Magic click.
Alright. Oop, let's explore again. Battle Song.
Aren't you rolling? Horrible little
Roll.
I
Greshy,
asked
did
about
you-
the air because I was going to pull Phelan out, and then I did not say that I pulled Phelan out. And my roll does not include the +1.
Okay,
so it's
let me
45 would technically be my
add
initiative.
that. How do I change your initiative? Update
Failed
participants.
twice to
Would you allow me to have Phelan in hand? Or no?
No. You didn't say.
Okay, you're correct. I did not.
Alright. Well, I think even with a natural 1, Asher is going faster than these things. So, let's see.
Oh.
Jeez Louise.
And I guess for what it's worth, let me give Gunn his +1 as well. 35. Okay. Alright. Combat start. Greshy.
Alright, so does it seem like they've noticed us then? They noticed Asher just coming around the corner.
Yeah, as Asher comes around the corner, these two were standing still, and they immediately whip their hammers up into a ready position, and look like they're going to start moving toward Asher.
All right, 2 actions then. First one to dig into the bag in front of me, and second one, I guess, to pull out Phelan. So I have him in hand, and I'm just going to drop him into the space next to me.
Okay. I guess he's supposed to be tiny.
And we'll dismiss the effect as we drop him. So, well, he would be tiny, and so, but dismiss is an action. So we'll actually,
Okay.
We'll dismiss as an action. So 3 actions. Just we'll get Phelan out. Suddenly, Phelan's on the field. Oof. But that will be it.
He's whimpering slightly. He also has his 1 action, right, when not commanded?
He does, but I haven't given him any commands yet, so I'm not sure if he doesn't. He's
Okay.
just getting a lay for what's happening. He just got pulled out of a bag, and it's
All
something
right.
big. So
Gunn.
I see Asher, I hear weapons. I will move 35 around Greshy, around Phelan, and
You kind of pass between
front
them,
position right here.
charge into the front, and you can see these 2
Okay.
creatures up ahead of you. They don't look terribly well armored. They don't look terribly well disciplined. They have a number of Thessalonian like arcane runes tattooed into their skin, though.
All right. I think for the second action, we're going to do a fly to sort of launch myself with my wings forward.
Okay, so
And
like
attack.
up the ramp towards them.
With the third. Yep.
All right.
And that way, if I hit, I can do the bonus thing.
Okay, roll the attack.
So we got a 49.
49's a crit. Roll damage.
Nice.
Crit damage, and then we'll add the free action of Erastus' arrow for 12 more. So we've got
Okay,
59
so that's
good and slashing.
59 good and slashing, and then another 12 points of
12
bludgeoning damage
bludgeoning.
from your flight. You just glide forward, slash through this creature's chest. It almost tumbles backwards with the impact. And is that it? Or is there one more action? You move twice and then struck.
Nope, that's 3. Move twice. Mhm.
All right, Asher, you're up. You're a little slow to
Okay.
react, but
So
you're
I'm
still
gonna-
going faster than them.
Woo!
The dog
Really?
appearing behind you spurs you to action.
I'm going to use I get my double free hunt prey as a free action now.
Ooh.
While it's moving, so I'm
Shiny.
gonna hunt prey both these
Okay, you
critters.
hunt both of them.
Yep.
All right.
And I'm going to. What are these? Is what I'm gonna think about. What are
Okay,
these creatures?
that would be a society check. That's one action to recall knowledge on them.
Yes. So good at society. A 33.
33. You would know that these are. You've not encountered them in your journeys, but you've in some of your adjacent research, you've been looking at various giants. These are cave giants. They are fairly low level, low ranking giants. Live primarily in caves. They like smashing things against walls. And since that was a critical success, you can ask me for 2 pieces of information mechanically, if you wish.
Oh. Do they have weaknesses?
No weaknesses, but they're fairly like they're unarmored, so
Yeah.
easy to hit. Okay, you can forego our information.
Saves.
Yeah, that seemed fine. Sounds great. And now I'm going to focus on this healthy one. Do my hunted. Actually, wait, hold on. Ooh. No. I'm going to focus on the injured one, and I'm going to do a hunted shot. If I can remember. Here we go. Not my fist.
All right, you take aim at the one that's closer to Gunn. That gun just struck.
My one.
That is a
Asher.
natural 20
I'm
for a crit,
sorry.
and a 44, which is
Out
also a
of the
crit.
gate.
This is a
Give
double
some
crit.
of the others a
these
chance.
babies.
Go ahead and roll double critical damage.
Well,
Oh, we love to see it. Oh,
Yeah, it's super dead.
and
That's 85
But-
plus 91.
there's a bonus for Gunn. Hold on.
That is 176.
Yes, 176 total.
See, I think
oh shit.
I'm testing to see how this works. When you strike and deal damage to an enemy with your hunted shot, you and any allies within 15 feet of you or the target gain 10 temporary hit points for 1 round. Both attacks hit the same target. Well, it's dead, so that second part doesn't matter.
Okay. Well,
If it
you
had, you could
fire
have done something.
Gun-
you fire a
Yes.
dominating arrow from your from Viere. It does in fact dominate that cave giant, and the 2 of you get 10 temporary hit points.
Nice.
Okay. That
Oh,
was that
does
cave.
it count for both? I don't have to.
Oh, sorry. You still have
choose.
other actions.
Oh my god.
Do you?
Oh, sorry.
Hunt prey shot.
Hunt prey was free, I
Yeah.
think.
Hunt prey was free.
Oh,
What's
cool.
this? Double hunted shot, and I can I'll shoot again.
Why
I'll
not?
give him one. Why not?
Yeah,
We're
You
having
might
fun
crit
today.
again and just murder this one too.
I know, like, all these shots, like, I'm just killing everything. Ash is gonna die in this tower somewhere. I'm so afraid. There it goes. 31.
31 is a hit, but not a crit.
Ooh.
Normal.
For
41
41 points of damage on the left of the two cave giants. All right. The first one, the first one's dead, so their turn is moot. The second one, on the kind of left-hand side, seems completely unfazed, unresponsive to the fact that its companion just fell over right there, and is going to just kind of run at Gunn. It is then going to try and I have to do. It's going to try and grab you, Gunn, and slam you into the wall.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't actually need to. Okay, so it's going to do an athletics check versus your reflex DC.
Reflex DC is not great.
What is your reflex DC?
Looks like it would be 36.
Okay. I'll just roll it like this. It's fine. That is a 44, so that is a success. It grabs you as it charges forward. It grabs you. Ooh, grab.
Mm-hmm.
And slams you into the wall and smears you across it for 19 points of bludgeoning damage. And then it'll then use its other arm to kind of swing its great axe at you while it's got you held. Did the grab not? Grab didn't actually occur. Sorry. This is gonna look weird. Grab. This is grabbed. Okay. And it'll do the attack. Target. Great axe. Swing. Oops, that's supposed to be -5. Right, the 43. Does 43 hit? That looks like
negative.
no. Your AC is 44 since you're grabbed. Okay, so that's just shy of a hit. But it does have you in its grasp, pressed up against the wall. Greshy, it is your turn.
First action, Greshy's going to clamber up and mount on Phelan.
Okay.
Second and third actions will be to give Phelan 3 actions. In doing so, he'll actually use one of those 3 actions to activate one of the new effects on Mender. And Greshy and Phelan take off and leave, I don't know, flower petals that kind of wrap around them a little bit in the air and start to surround Asher and Gunn, in fact, as you both may step if you so choose, and can also heal 12 hit points each. You also gain +1 status bonus to AC and your saves until the start of your next turn. Or, excuse me, start of my next turn.
Sounds good.
Not too bad, is it? So, Phelan will take his first... So that was one of Phelan's actions spent to do that. Second of Phelan's actions will be to move behind this cave troll. Not... Actually... I can get there. Is that considered flanking with Gunn?
Yes.
Not that it matters, but maybe it's... Okay, so it's across from
That's
Gunn at
not
least, so Gunn
correct.
can do that. And Phelan will take his third action to attack.
Yeah, at the dive.
Is there something?
Oh, I see. It claimed that you were at full health when you tried to heal. I see.
Oh.
No, it claimed I was at full health, but also unconscious.
Oh, that's impressive.
Okay, weird.
All
In
right.
case,
So that is only a 36 to hit.
should be 30. It's effective 38 with flanking. It's a crit.
True. It is a crit.
Yep, it's a crit.
Goodness. All right. So that's going to be 69 points of mixed electric and piercing damage.
Okay, that chomp in the back is enough
Okay.
to just tear through its thin hide. Gunn is released as the creature falls to the floor, dead. And Phelan's like swinging his maw back and forth, sliding the cave giant on the ground.
It's you got it, Phelan. It's dead.
Oof.
You got it, boy. It's all right.
I see. This will be a tower of increasing difficulty.
I'm glad I
Probably.
didn't do anything
Combat is
over
over.
ambitious there.
They're just waiting here.
Well, we can keep moving, I think.
Do we want to try and be stealthier about it, or are we going to continue just kind of plunging ahead?
Maybe have Asher stay in front, but be a little more cautious instead of
Stealthier.
what we were doing before. But then the two of us can do the same thing.
See, the dreaded squiggles are up ahead.
Yes, as you make your way around the corner, you can see the ramp
Stairs.
continues. So if you go onto that space and then click the stairs, you'll go to the next floor.
Phelan going to be okay?
He seems to be breathing okay. How's his... Actually, quickly, Greshy's going to reach into the bag and retrieve the 4th ring that we have, and is going to quickly try to braid it into Phelan's fur and see if that is sufficiently worn enough to help mitigate his pain. He doesn't
Okay.
attune to it, but he doesn't need to.
You try to give me a crafting check.
It's under skills someplace. Here we are. I don't think any of these things... Actually, I do have inexplicable apparatus blight.
Would holding it in the mouth work?
Would eating it work?
51.
Okay. Give me one sec.
Also, if that's a saving throw against whatever mental effect's happening, I would like to use a hero point on that, if that's actually a natural one.
Sure. Yeah, you can use it. I should have blinded that, but I'll give it to you.
Well, I don't know. I just saw it, so
Yeah,
commenting.
go ahead.
You would, if you don't want me to, I don't.
No, I love you when you guys use up your hero points. That's great. Please do.
That's better. It's an extra point. It's a 34 instead of 33.
Excellent. It's still a fail.
But it's not a natural 1, so at least it's not an automatic crit fail. So,
Phelan takes 49 points of mental damage. So you see he's like wincing in pain as you're trying to braid this ring into his fur. And as you're doing it, you're just kind of realizing that it's not going to take here. You need to get it like on his... Like it needs to be touching his skin. It needs to be like on his paw or something.
all right. Well, then I'll attempt to see if I can get it onto a toe and affix it there.
Okay. Give me another crafting check this time just to see how fast you can do it. You just
Alright.
gotta beat a 40.
I didn't.
Natural 3 for a 37. What does Phelan get? That's that. You don't have any more hero points, so it doesn't matter. Phelan takes another 45 points of mental damage. But you
Alright.
do manage to get you like trying to get the ring onto the, or you're like trying to find a good spot. You find like one of his smaller toes to kind of fit the ring through, and it starts to expand, but you're like trying to shove it on. Phelan's wincing and whimpering, but you do eventually get the ring on, and Phelan seems to stop and is just kind of panting heavily. But he seems okay.
Oh. Hills. I'm going to soothe Phelan, and as I do so, I'm also going to cast Heal Animal on him. So that's 43 plus 8 times... 43 plus 80, I think? I think that brings him back up to full. Oh, well.
Oh, Greshy.
Greshy's trying to get on this action. Anyway.
Greshy wants the heals.
Alright, so Phelan's
the
feeling
heals.
better, but I've used up a focus point for that.
Yeah. Next time we take a rest.
I'll take a bit.
However, we have a ways to go, I think. So let's see. Let's continue for a little while longer.
Okay. So you guys start to make your way up the ramp.
Click it. Whee! Okay. That was fun.
I have to move the camera over manually. Is that gonna work? Oop, camera. No. How do you move just the player? Oh, can I just drop the player on? I know there's a way to do this.
What's it you're trying to do?
I'm just trying to move one player into
Move
a
the
different
camera player.
scene. Well, it looks like everybody's on the scene anyway, so
We're all here now.
Yep.
I'll just move everybody. Okay. Alright, so you guys continue up the ramp. Now with 3 rings equipped. And Asher just with his bow. You continue to make your way up.
Asher?
Hold on a sec. Are any
Nope.
changes to your formation or anything like that? Or exploration activities? Still scout, search, investigate?
I think so.
Thought Asher was on stealth now. Maybe.
Stealthing.
Asher's
I'm
stealthing now instead of
getting-
scouting. Okay.
Yeah. Oops.
Okay.
What benefit does that actually provide for?
That lets Asher roll stealth for initiative instead. And he
Okay.
can start off
And-
encounters hidden.
Okay,
Or
so that there's a
unnoticed.
possibility as long as Asher's in the lead.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
Asher, since the rest of us are wearing these rings, something might happen where we start behaving strangely. If that happens, probably just want to keep your distance from us as best you can.
Sure you don't want me to cut off your finger?
Well, if you can get the rings off, then we'll probably die a minute later after the pulse hits.
Oh, yeah. Well, forgot about that.
It might be worth it. That's a judgment call. But we'll see.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna cut off your finger. It was a joke.
It comes down to it. Do what you got to do. But the whatever is causing this effect, I think we need to prioritize breaking it somehow.
I agree. I do not want to wear this any longer than I have to.
Find out where it's coming from. Is there kind of a way to? Well,
The good news is we can tell we're getting closer.
I guess if you find out who cast it, you could just kill them.
That won't necessarily end a spell. Something like this is
Oh,
probably...
really?
Yeah.
Ah.
Something this big is probably either generated from an item or an object, or has been kind of placed here by some ritual. So you'd need to try and dispel magic on whatever the source is. Or something similar to a dispel magic.
We'll figure it out.
So
I'll figure out where it's coming from.
Okay, so Asher, you're sneaking, which means you're probably in the back or against like the inner wall or something.
Can we still feel the pulses go by?
No, you can no longer feel the pulses at all while you've got the ring on.
So no indication of which way the feel is coming from, or where the center might be.
Suppose you could take it off and see if that gives you any indication, but it seemed pretty generalized, at least for the head pain I had.
You could give me a perception check if you want, since you've got detect magic.
Okay. I will do. This one. 46.
Okay, so you kind of halt the group for a moment and close your eyes, focus on your mind's eye, open your eyes again, and look around to try and really, really hone in on whatever this magical energy is. And try and see if you can notice like a build-up and pulse of energy. And there is, it's kind of like a rippling effect. You feel it kind of radiate from this inner wall here. But it kind of like goes out from the inner wall and then seems to kind of bounce back in from certain corners of this room, or certain corners of the tower. And it seems to be like a cylindrical wave. Like it's not focused from a point, it's like radiating off of a cylinder.
It's the whole tower. And somehow it's also amplified in here. As long as we're inside.
That's fun.
At least as the walls are keeping it contained and focusing it more.
It's not
I still have a
the
feeling that might
walls,
take away
it's
at
like
least
it's very
from what you said.
specific parts of the walls. So there's this wall here and this wall here, like just in these spots. It's almost as if there's another here, I can actually draw it with. There's like some kind of radial effect. So coming out from the
there's
center,
about 7.
I think you
Those
can
jade
see
towers.
you can see like 4 or
emerald
5,
towers.
and yeah, they look like they're roughly at the positions of the other jade pillars that are on the outside of the staircase that you saw from the outside.
Okay.
So it looks like they're all kind of
Well, if
bouncing
we want to make
off of
ourselves
each other.
known, we can try taking those down.
We used all of our explosives already.
I have some black powder left, but I don't think I have a whole lot. It went further than I thought it would, but still about 200 doses.
The central tower is the source, and the surrounding ones are amplifiers, if I understood that correctly. So, it's probably the central one that we really need to handle. And perhaps there's just one particular part of the pillar, like the top.
Onward and upward then, I suppose.
As long as the structural integrity isn't destroyed when we destroy that and you'll fall. Well, I'll be okay.
I mean, some of us can fly.
Yeah, we'll be okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Which I think all of us can basically fly now. Except for Asher, who just turns into a bird and then can fly.
Yeah, well, if I fall, as long as it's not onto like a big spike.
Right.
There we go. I'll be alright.
Asher start sneaking forward again. The rest of you looks like you're hanging out behind. But Asher, you do in fact spot,
Take a
as you
peek.
round the corner, a group of 3 hill giants.
There's
It
3.
really is. It's levels of giants.
Yes, it is going to be levels of giants. Every new level is a harder enemy.
Let me add you guys to initiative. Okay. Go ahead and roll initiative, please. Asher, you can use stealth for initiative because you were stealthing. Gunn, you can... Oh, you can't see them currently, but...
Battle cry.
You can battle cry as soon as...
No, I
you can
can't.
battle cry
I
as soon as you
can't see
can see them. I'll let you do that.
Okay.
Oh, jeez. Okay, fine. Alright, begin encounter. Battle. Oh, I rolled them all secretly for not on purpose. But they
Well, I
got,
can see them in the list there.
Yeah, 21, 15, 14. Asher, you got 35. Then Gunn and Greshy both got 31. So you guys can go in whatever order. Asher, you're up first. They haven't noticed you. They don't seem to be reacting yet. They do have, each of them has, what do they got? Each of them has a clubs in hand. They've got them like up and ready. Like they're ready to move out and attack, but they haven't done anything yet. They're not wearing any kind of armor. They've just kind of got their fleshy upper torsos exposed. These look much more muscular than the other hill giants you've seen, who have generally been rather tubby and round. These ones are a bit taller and ripped, and they're also wearing just kind of loose collections of furs. And you can see again, these have a series of runes tattooed onto their chest. And they're standing eerily still.
Ugh. Well, looks like, at least from what I can see on mine, that I can see 2 of them, just barely. So I will hunt prey the front 2 that I
Okay.
can just barely see. I think this wall gets in the way of my shot to any of them.
You can shoot
I will have
either one that you can see. The back one
I will.
is... Oh, what's going on here? It's not... Hold on. I'm very confused. They're not lining up on... There we go. Okay. Okay. There's... Sure, they're supposed to be like that. Sorry, they weren't lining up between the camera view and my view.
Oh, okay.
Okay, this is how they're supposed to be standing.
I'll
You're targeting
shoot
the first
this
one? Okay.
Yes.
Remember, you can hover a target and hit the T key to target. And then when you roll, it'll show you whether or not you hit.
Ah, okay.
Tiki.
What a good day. Yeah, let's do 1. Okay.
That is a crit with a 45. Second strike. I assume you were hunting, striking?
Yep. Yes. This.
I should just peek. Gee, mini crikey.
36 is also a
Okay.
crit. Alright, 95 damage and 83 damage from double a crit.
Pew.
That is enough to kill that hill giant. Before it can even has noticed anything is there,
Um,
you
oh dear.
just fire off 2 shots around the corner. Both hit directly in its skull. It falls back dead.
Right, and my... God, I have so many actions. What will I do with them all? I will shoot again. The one in the back.
Okay,
Then-
that one is now no longer screened, so you can see it easily.
Oh, I should have.
They have the same AC, but
yes.
29 is a hit. Roll damage.
Shit. 37.
37.
Variety.
That is some damage.
And then
Not
I
quite as
will
impressive this time,
move
Asher.
a bit. 'cause
You only
I
murdered
can't
one of them.
see. That's okay.
Okay. So you step out from the
Brutally.
shadows
Move.
of the central pillar to get a better view.
So I can see everyone.
Oh,
And I
why is
will-
it?
I'm shooting at
What's
them.
going on? Can you see the third giant?
I can.
What's-
I see it.
Oh. Why can't the camera see
Whoop.
the third giant? I don't know why the camera is not
Try moving
seeing
it on your.
stuff. I tried.
Sometimes it just bugs.
Yeah, it's just a bug. Chat, there's a third giant. Trust me, bro.
It's a secret.
It is there.
Gunn.
Why are you?
Oh,
Oh, you're still grabbed. You can
Oh,
probably
yeah,
just
you are still
get rid of
grabbed.
that.
status
Oh.
effects.
I can remove it here.
What long reach?
Oh no, you're in derailments.
The body has just been dragging along behind you.
Yeah, the endure elements definitely did come off as well.
It's all right. We can
But,
get it back.
All right, we're gonna start with the same move as last time. Okay, that's got me going through the wall, so we're just gonna go here, and then that can be my first move.
Okay, you make your way around the corner.
I can't quite do the same thing, but I can go to here with a run.
Okay, you dash
I
forward.
launch myself part ways, but then I have to run. So, and then we'll do a strike on this guy.
Okay. You run your way up. 48 to hit. Sorry, that is a
Oh, yeah, I
crit.
should have targeted
surely.
him.
Yeah, that is a crit.
Should have done the target thing. 61 good and
61 points of good slashing. All right, that's a good solid hit as you strike at the creature's belly. He turns, looks down at you and is getting ready to swing his club down. That was move, strike.
Mhm.
Greshy.
All right.
Was I correct?
Going to.
I think so. Go.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Greshy's going to take or give Phelan 2 actions with 1. So Phelan take 1 movement. Take. When we get to there, just up on top of the corpse of the one that Asher just completely skewered. And since we're this close, we're just gonna shoot out a pair of electric beams at the pair of these two, including the one that's invisible and the one that's not.
Okay.
And
I'm just refreshing the
no worries.
stream.
I'm actually going to target both of you. Electric arc. I don't know if
There we
that
go.
means
Now I
anything.
can see.
There we go. 43 reflex save from both of them.
They are not going to make this. Let's see. Roll critical failure from the left one, critical failure from the back one.
All right, so they take 64 total damage. As
That
is
kills the
doubled.
one that Gunn was just fighting, and the back one takes 64 points of damage, injuring it pretty badly.
All right. So that was action. Yep, that's all 3 of my
All
actions.
3 actions?
That's
Okay.
gonna be
Well,
somebody else's turn.
2 giants down. The third giant is going to just unfeelingly charge forward and swing at Phelan. Oh, actually, no, it doesn't have to swing at a particular target. It moves forward to here, and we'll do a wide swing.
Whee! Not ideal, but
I have points. I'm going to add 9. Thank you, chat.
how dare you?
Untyped chat points. Add. Roll. That is a 46 versus all 3 of your ACs. That
Hits
looks like
me.
that just hits Gunn. Hits all 3 of you.
I have
is there any-
2 reactions. Can you do 2 reactions on the same attack if you have enough reactions to do it?
Per trigger, I think no.
No, not. Yeah, you only get one reaction per trigger.
Okay. Then I'll choose the Glimpse of Redemption. So I have a free reaction to use Glimpse of Redemption every round.
Okay.
With the new special ability from Remedy, we'll just use this to let everyone. Well, I think it means that if I let him choose, if I use the normal Glimpse of Redemption, we all get a free stride up to half your movement. In addition to the 2 pluses, so in addition to the 19 points of damage resistance.
Okay, so the damage is going to go through. It's only 22 points of bludgeoning damage, gets resisted by 19. So you each take 3 points of damage.
3 points. All right.
And I guess Gunn and Phelan can both stride up to half their speed.
Okay. Up to half speed, you said.
Yep. Or step if you want.
How's that? Not good?
Oh, sorry, not both of you. What was it? The triggering ally can
if it's
escape.
Sure, and I'm right in Phelan, so Phelan's moving.
Yeah. Sorry, yes.
Sorry,
yes. Which person
Okay.
did you pick, Gunn? You actually have to pick somebody for it.
I can't pick. I pick Phelan.
Okay.
Phelan. I can't pick
so-
myself.
Right.
I just
okay.
get the side benefit from being also
Right.
in range.
Of course.
She also
But yes, blah blah. Greshy still takes the full 22, right? It doesn't reduce the damage.
No,
for
all
everybody.
allies. It does. With
really?
There's a champion feat. That it instead of 21, it's only 19. You lose the 2 extra.
I
I'll
see.
find it.
Okay, cool. I didn't know you had that feat, or it hasn't come up in a long
Yes.
time. Okay,
It
hasn't
hasn't
come
in
up
a while
in a while.
because we don't usually have more than one person next to Gunn.
right.
But no, that's
Okay.
called
That was
Exalt, I think.
move, swing. Oh, it gets one more attack before its turn ends. It'll use the move. Did big swing. Yes. Okay, and then it will.
It's the exalted form of your champion's reaction.
I see.
Yep.
Excellent. Okay, then it'll just use its last action to. That's certainly not going to hit, but it will try to hit Gunn with a 30. That is a critical miss. All right, Asher, you can go. Ooh.
I actually would love to consider why they don't seem to care about their friends falling. It seems like they're just wandering around. Is it the Sahedron? Is it a
Their sacrifices to empower Karzu.
just? Are they just like robots? What is happening here?
Yeah, give me just a d20 roll, and I will add the appropriate skill.
Yeah, I'm just gonna blind this.
Super secret.
Okay, it's definitely the runes. These things are being like mentally enslaved. I think you might have seen one rune-slaved giant back in Jorgenfist. I don't think you knew what it was at the time, perhaps. But these runes that are tattooed on them have basically permanently charmed these giants, and are mentally controlling them. With that roll, they are probably being controlled by. Oh, actually, you piece this together from something that what's his name? Gukak said to you about when you were victorious at at Shalaria. Many of the giants just gave up. You think that it's possible that specific rune giants might actually be responsible for these enchantments, and if those rune giants die, then the giants get released from their
like
bondage.
vampirism.
Yeah, kinda. But you also notice, I guess, while you're thinking about this, since this is a critical success, you also notice the Sahedron rune amongst the others. So these are definitely counting towards Karzug's resurrection.
Yeah, that was my other worry.
Not unless
as we climb,
I would steal it, that energy. Asher was doing that with the bow before.
Oh yeah, there was something like the rune forged weapons have an ability to.
Well, specifically Asher's did. Asher's counteracting the greed effect was able to kind of take that power in to some degree. Now it's metered out amongst all of us, but I'm hoping
that's still passively happening. Yeah,
right. But I'm hoping that if we're able to, is there a way that we can focus it to make sure that he's not getting benefit from this?
For him to not get it at all, you'd have to do.
Maybe we should do this after the battle's over.
Yeah, that's a research topic.
Still,
that would take hours potentially to try and figure out. But
okay,
that's your first action,
climbing this tower, and we're killing all these things, and we're just by the time we get to the top, we're gonna kill the last guy, and Kars is gonna be like, that was the last one. I'm here now, and it's gonna really grind my gears. Yeah. So Asher's gonna think a little more. I like thinking.
Okay.
Is the only way to turn off the runes to kill the person who made them, essentially?
Can we just ask him nicely to turn off for you?
Give me another Arcana check.
Counteracting would be interesting.
Do that Arcana. Hey, do. Don't worry, everyone. I'm an expert. Oh, it's fine. Well, that's fine. It's private.
I mean, you are an expert.
Yeah.
Okay, you try to think about it, but nothing's coming to mind. Maybe if you experimented with it some, you could try to find something out, but your mind's racing and you don't have any good options.
Nothing dubious, even.
No dubious knowledges. Let's see.
Oh, I suppose. Nah, I'm not going to give you dubious on that one.
You didn't have to.
Yeah. The answer is maybe.
If it's a critical failure, Asher just doesn't know, and we don't know when it's a secret roll, so...
that's actually true.
You can.
Okay. So it's 2 actions down. One giant still remaining.
Think about anything else. Yeah, I think those are my ideal
Asher's
questions.
just in the back, just
that
thinking.
I thought would be cool.
Very slowly pulling an arrow out, very slowly, just casually.
I do this again?
I don't like this.
I don't like it. Oops, I'm trying to click on things. Runes aren't just like, I don't feel as an I question. Runes aren't like a transmutation magic. They're a different thing, right?
They can be made with all sorts of magic. Certain runes can be transmutation, yeah, but all of the Runelords use runes.
I was going to say, we learned a lot.
They're not
runes,
exclusive
yeah,
to transmutation as a class.
Right.
But I did learn a lot from transmutation in what rune knowledge I know, at least.
Okay. Well, time to shoot. Time to shoot, I suppose.
Do not throw away your shot.
Let's bring Karzug back from the dead, everyone.
Well, to be fair, if he's not alive, how can we kill him? Right?
That's a good point.
So we have to bring him back so that we can actually kill him proper.
So we can kill him. We can't. No stopping him. We must kill him.
Well, we can't stop him if he can't be stopped.
This is surpassing combat banter. Take your third action.
Oh no! Wait.
I'll reveal it. It was a crit. You got a 52.
Okay.
Please end this creature's life.
Ow!
I'm just imagining this
happening
giant has been just wildly swinging, and we're just kind of talking around it.
Right. I accidentally had everything.
There you go.
I've changed
I
it now,
revealed it.
but there
Okay,
you go,
91 points of damage. Is that enough to kill it? It's dead.
Yeah.
Thank you. Combat's over.
I had a long.
I didn't mean
think
to
with
not
myself.
take it seriously. These just became very important questions all of a sudden.
Yes, I'm very curious now. Hey everyone, I've been thinking.
Asher
about
walks up to the
these.
group.
And I feel like there's some important points that are worth discussing, which I've just discussed with myself. Like, killing these is helping bring him back, and they're being controlled by someone. It seems really unethical. That's it.
Well, we can attempt to bypass them.
How?
I was going to say, what was their
it's
layout
pretty-
when you...
It's pretty much we'd have to sneak right under their noses. So unless we can go completely invisible, I don't think that's going to work very well.
For what it's worth, if we're wearing what we're wearing, I don't know that going invisible would be worth it anyway.
Well, it does seem like, and I'm gonna just keep Remedy close at hand regardless. It does seem like maybe we're somewhat protected from the controlling effects, and also it does seem like full control of the body needs a bit more than just a ring, perhaps. At least for now.
Greshy kind of grins a bit.
But
I suppose Karzug probably isn't powerful enough to even be able to take over one of us proper anyway. He's really... I mean, he's not... Even in his own tower, I mean, he
Why are you
wouldn't do much better
threatening
than just
him
kind
right
of
now?
keeping an eye out and looking at things.
Why
being a
are
little
we-
creepy
He didn't
spy
even
or
bother
something
to
like
warn
that.
He's going to take you over. That's
didn't
his
even
like
bother
soul
to
goal.
warn these
Greshy's just... Yes, in point of fact, Greshy is absolutely shit-talking Karzug
You are
dramatically and loudly
cause
and
problems.
purposefully.
I'm not.
Give me a deception check.
I'm
In case
outta
it wasn't
here.
apparent, that's exactly what he's doing. 22.
Okay.
Well, after a minute of that, the next thought I have is we did determine that the giants can be removed of these Sahedrons given time to do it carefully. Correct?
well, that's
We
if
were-
you want to keep them alive, in addition to removing the rune.
Are these runes deep enough? I don't like the way I'm going to phrase this. To carve them out quickly without killing.
If you had them subdued, you could flay their flesh, yes, but probably not quickly. Unless you had something very targeted that I don't know about.
No, the other option
Like
that I
an
would
acid
have,
spell
I mean, there's
or...
there are all sorts of spells I could try that I don't have ready. But other than that, if I deface the rune and mark it, let's say Gunn slashed through the rune with his sword in a way that created a new mark straight through it, would that disable or weaken the rune to a point where we might be able to then subdue them without them being controlled?
You don't...
I'll do research if necessary on that.
Yeah,
but
The Sahedron
don't
is separate
know
from the
offhand.
controlling rune. It sounds like. It sounds
I
like
think-
the Sahedron is Karzug's tie to them, and then the rest of them are for the control. So I don't think we're going to be able to free them from control in that way.
well, if the rune is deactivated, that's the same. We've seen rune slave giants before. So if we can deactivate the rune that enslaves them, I don't know that they'd be on our side, but
Mm-hmm.
at least we could keep them from fighting us.
The enslavement
Anything
runes
that's enslaved
runes seem to be
like
a series of runes, and you don't think that disrupting just one of them would be enough.
We could attempt to go another route rather than up the stairs that are in the tower. We could go back down outside, fly up, and try to breach the wall.
Try to go inside. You think it's
Go
just
directly
that
to the top.
might just be flush with the thing? Might not be a good idea.
What is this tower just made of stone, or is it any sort of... I know that there were it was like green gemstone outside, but is the tower here just made of stone? Is it something we could blow through?
The interior, you could get off of Phelan and do an engineering inspection with crafting.
Sure. Take a look at the wall, see if we can... Because if
This
we
would be
can
like
find
a
a good
10-minute inspection.
Okay, so I'm going to take 10 minutes to inspect. I don't know if anyone needed to recharge or anything.
If I can take a rest, and Asher can watch for
Watch around.
people coming from above.
Yeah, you could definitely do that.
Right, so I'll do a blind roll for trying to determine
Mm-hmm.
the integrity or possible lack thereof of the tower, if we can exploit it at all.
Okay, so you're just checking the walls, tapping it, checking the stones. This construction is much like the other some of the other structures in Zinshalast. Seems to be made of some kind of perhaps magically reinforced stone, almost certainly giant crafted. This stuff is pretty thick, though. As far as like breaching the stone goes, that would require a lot of concerted effort. You think you could potentially do it? It would.
How does it compare
You're probably
with
not going to be
Shalaria's
able
walls?
to. Compared to Shalaria's walls, Shalaria seemed to have been exposed to the badness that happened outside. This building seems like was fairly immune to whatever happened during Earthfall, and seems to be relatively intact.
Shalaria was not immaculate.
Magical wards that are you can tell that there's like runes inscribed on the walls that are probably providing the air effects as well as the warming. Those all seem to still be intact from 10,000 years ago. Yeah, you think you could perhaps manage like a specific wall breach over the course of a few days with like concentrated disintegrates or something, if that was a spell that you know. It would have to be some precision cutting, and you'd need to be pretty determined about it, but it would take probably days even with high level magic. If you were just to use some bombs,
And it would require magic.
Yeah, probably. You don't. This place is definitely magically reinforced. Like the walls, the stones, they all have extra magical fortifications. Shalaria did not.
Well, so the good news, it is stone. The bad news is it is magic stone, and does not blow up quite so easy.
Did the 10 minutes pass without incident?
Yes, the 10 minutes did pass without incident. If there were any other specific questions you had about the material, I can answer those too. But I was just giving you a kind of overview.
So, and the walls in here are are they also the green kind of emeraldish sheen that they were going for outside, or is it gold in here? What?
The
walls
interior
are just the
walls of
stone
the ramp seem to be
facade?
all stone, yeah.
Okay, so they're pretty flat in here, just the runes and the stones.
Yeah.
Okay. And this rug. I think we just have to keep climbing. We can try coming in from outside if you want, but I do not, unless there's an opening already there that we can widen. Maybe. It would take us days to get in from outside.
And the jade pillars will be their own whatever those are made from, we'll have to check that, but I'm sure it's at least as hard as the stone itself.
Mhm.
So,
Alright, gonna mount up then.
seems like we don't have any way to bypass these battles, nor to disable these enemies,
So
short of killing them.
we can knock unconscious enemies. I know it's hard. We have to be a bit more careful as we attack. But it's technically we can not kill them. We can just subdue them. We would then have to subdue them and then leave them subdued. Don't mistake me not. I understand that it's a lot easier to do the murdering, and it is. But if you're concerned about not giving Karzuk power, we don't have to kill them. We can just tie them up and leave them tied up until we're done.
We just stabilize them as they fall, or are they just straight dead every
That's
time?
a question up to the GM. I don't actually know the answer to that.
If I keep
in-game.
hitting them, I think they're gonna keep dying.
Minor enemies typically die instantly when players use
Mhm.
lethal force on them.
But if you can do a non-lethal attack, it's a -2 standard to your attack.
Yeah.
Unless you have abilities to get around that or items that do.
I'm willing to do that.
If
Well,
Sure.
more than
I'm
willing.
always
if
willing
there's
to do that.
well, the other thing worth noting is I've only got 100 feet of rope.
I think
So we can leave them
The-
unconscious, but if we want to tie them up, we're going to run out fast.
right. I think leaving him unconscious is the best we could deal with at that point.
How long is it taking us to climb each of these floors? I mean, besides us milling about like we are now. Just the actual climb part.
Yeah, I mean, you're on
Maybe like
floor
a minute?
2, and it's been some hours of play.
Shush. You shush.
Yeah, I mean, it only
In terms,
like you can literally see how big the floor is.
So
only-
it's less
than a minute.
It's not. Okay, so it's
If
not
you're
really
running.
too hard to go. Okay.
No, not really.
Well, I guess I was wanting to take some time as we're going along, as my exploration activity is going to be attempting to make rope. It's very slowly as we go along.
yeah,
how would you go about making rope?
I'm going to use somebody's fur or hair, I think. We've cost a lot of it.
Not come near my hair.
You
Yeah,
don't think
I
I have
don't-
enough hair to make rope out of?
I just keep changing into a different animal.
Yeah, I don't think you have enough hair,
Harvest more.
nor do I think you'd be able to really do it while
can I
riding. Or like walking.
Well, I am a legendary crafter,
You are a legendary crafter.
and
but
I'm a
that's sort of-
scrounger at that. And there's all sorts of... Like, can I start pulling at the rug and start pulling up the rug to use that?
We roll them up in the rug
Sure.
like a
I mean-
cartoon.
You know, actually, for that matter, can I just cut up this rug and make a bunch of long strips out of it that are very weak
are ropes like those going to
bonds
hold
to tie
giants
people with?
in
No,
the first place?
probably not.
You think it would be comically easy for them to break out of the carpet?
Do you think if they wake up,
We are-
they'll just like
we're talking about-
reset and not go anywhere again? Like they're like,
I mean, they'll still
must
be
have
injured.
been the wind. Like just stand around.
No, I don't think so. I think they're going to come after us if they come back to consciousness, but
But will they come back to consciousness at full health and immediately start?
oh, not at full health, I imagine, but I also don't think they care for their health that much at all.
Right.
So, well, if we're not worried about tying them up, we can just knock them unconscious and keep moving. If we move fast enough, maybe it doesn't matter.
We put them in the bag of holding. No, they're too big. That's it.
You know, that's a fair point. It's extra dimensional. How would it get out of the bag into this other place where Karzuk's at?
You can't fit the giants in your bag of holding.
We
Even
should
the
have
large
gotten a
one.
giant bag of
Shucks.
holding.
See, that's where we went wrong. Mokmurian's bag, we used to have it, but it was destroyed in the rune purge.
Oh!
Only we'd kept it.
If only we didn't explode that bad.
Wondrous plan to stuff giants into bags is ruined because of the rune forge.
I feel like dragging it up to Karzu like we've defeated you by putting all of these corpses in the bag.
All right, we're fucking around now. I think that's a sound plan, though. If we just knock him out and keep moving and move fast enough, we might be okay. So,
Yeah.
Shall we?
Let's
Sure.
try it.
All right.
Team non-lethal.
Oh yeah, non-lethal.
All right.
Any,
Shoot them in the feet. I'll pin them.
any changed exploration activities?
Well, since apparently I'm not allowed to craft while riding,
No.
no, I'll continue. I'll continue investigation. Oh, get back over here, Greshy. Where are you going?
Oh yeah, sorry, it's hard to.
Gray screen.
Can you
You're
see
very
that?
excited
Go
about
off
the
of the-
stairs.
Yeah, let me refresh.
Oh yeah,
Get
maybe
a
refresh.
saucy refresh.
Okay. So yeah, you guys start making your way up through towards the next floor, rounding the north side of the complex, the north side of the ramp. Making your way around to
Ah,
the
there we
east
go.
side of the ramp of the next floor.
Fairly consistent so far that they're always kind of on the gathered on the west. So maybe we should prepare for that.
Well, I've been in hand.
I always have my bow out. Oops. I don't have my sheet
I'm
out.
just gonna come up here next to there.
Asher's in the front, sneaking along. Gunn and Phelan are in the back, with Greshy riding on top of one of the two of them. You
Like
can guess
these
which one.
Secret surprises.
Surprise!
Asher, you carefully
That's the one
sneak
you think.
around.
Oh, Whose
You
feet
can
are those?
you can just barely see a stone giant up ahead, and it hasn't noticed you
Stone
yet.
Giant up ahead. And I'm not killing it this time.
Giants are tearing up each time. So, what was it? What was after stone,
Cloud? Or
cloud, and then
maybe?
rune?
Collecting all the giants.
You gotta catch them all.
Stone, cloud, rune,
Well, we'll find out.
storm.
Storm's in there someplace.
See more of their legs.
I'm waiting for someone to take the lead here. I can't actually see them yet.
Asher
Okay.
has the lead.
Do you guys want to do this encounter tonight? It's 10:30. I was gonna stop here for the evening, if that's all right.
We'll stop here. We're about to
Yeah.
jump into
I'll
it.
stop here. All right. So as Asher warns the crew and you ready your weapons and get ready to act, we will go ahead and end there for the evening. Slightly less or more chill cliffhanger than normal. Thank you everybody for hanging out with us. The plot thickens. Our party made it past the first door of this final dungeon. Let's see if there's any more doors to be had. Thank you all for hanging out. Love you. Good night. See you next week. I guess worth noting, in a couple weeks' time, near end of March, Char is going to be AFK for a while, so we're going to do some more society adventures. So expect a brief hiatus for like a couple weeks while we do some of that before maybe the party will get to and defeat Karzug in like a couple weeks, but I don't know if that's going to happen. Who knows? Anything could happen, but expect it not to. All right, bye. Good night, everybody. Bye.